Bonafide Hustler here, and today we're hitting up garage sales. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I have no idea what we're gonna find, but I'm gonna take you along the journey and we're gonna make this money together. Okay, before the video starts, I need your input. That's right, I need a comment down below on which guide cover for the new garage sale guide that's coming out in about 10 days. Which guide cover is the best? Here are the pictures, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me know which one you like the best and which one is the one that pops the most, because that's gonna be the garage sale cover of the new guide. Okay, let's get to the video. What's up, guys and gals? Chris, the Bonafide Hustler, comes to you live from the inside of my big spaceship. We have neighborhood-wide garage sales that have just started up, and I'm really excited. So let's get to the next garage sale and see if we can find anything. We didn't find anything at that one. Did you find anything?
No.
Beautiful morning here in Austin, Texas. We're exiting a golf ranch club because that's where we saw the first garage sale sign. But this neighborhood called Avery Ranch has got garage sales everywhere. We might spend 2 hours in Avery Ranch trying to find garage sales because it's that big of a neighborhood. And I hope we find something cool today. That's why we're in the big spaceship. Avery Ranch is about, I don't know, 10 minutes from my house. So we're gonna check out this neighborhood and see if we can find anything cool. It's, I wouldn't say it's an up and coming neighborhood. It's an established neighborhood now as of the past 2 decades. And I remember the garage sales here about 10 years being really good when the kids were growing up and they were a little tinier. And now some of these same kids have gone off to college and things are different, you know? So when a neighborhood is good, it also evolves over time. And now we're seeing a lot more, I don't know, golf stuff and things like that because everyone's getting older in this neighborhood. Cool. It's an LG helmet though. 50 bucks? No way. I'm not buying that. Hey, buddy. Hi. Oh, it's a brake barrel. Brake barrel Crossman Quest. Okay, so I am walking out of the garage sale paying $5 for this Crossman Quest 1000, and it's a brake barrel 177 pellet gun, right? I'll probably keep it and have some fun with it for a while, and then I'll move it on Craigslist more than likely. You have to be very careful when you sell these kind of things on Facebook Marketplace or anything like that. It's really hard to. So just put Crossman Quest and that would be your listing. But yeah, you never want to put rifle, gun, all that stuff. It's a really bad idea. But yeah, there we go. Pretty cool for $5. See 2 good bikes actually in this one, and golf clubs. Let's see if we can get them. I did want to look at that. Let me ask you a question real quick.
Yes.
Did you have any games for this thing laying around anywhere? We're going to wrap this up real quick, but we've had 125 for both of these bikes. This is a Dave Scott Ironman Expert, really awesome. These colors are really what we're betting on. These are vintage road bikes. Both should sell north of 200, possibly even this one 300 or 400 in town later. We also got an Xbox guitar right there. And those things, if they're working perfectly, this one is speculated to work perfectly, should sell for like 75 to 100. We got into that guitar for 15 bucks. And then this GameCube we got into for 20 bucks right here on the corner. We have an actually intact GameCube. I haven't even checked it for games or anything, but you know, pretty good deals. So we're gonna get this on the car and we're gonna keep going. Just looking around.
Done just a single listing, and then you go to your listings and you can see it. I go to my listings.
So you got a laser.
Does this still work okay, you think?
Yeah.
Well, how much is it? I'm just curious.
Well, new they were $650.
Oh,
it's got like
okay.
22 miles on it.
Yeah.
I felt it, but
This is leather. This is that weird patchwork stuff. How much is this thing? Oops, sorry. 20 bucks. I'm okay. How much is? I mean, does the battery still hold good charge?
Yeah. So we got the electric bikes and everything.
Oh, that's good. Girlfriend popped on the Lake Crusade for $5. This thing's awesome.
it's like in really good condition.
Yeah, it is. I wonder how much that is. She's gonna look it up right now. We are finding some cool things today, that is for sure. I want to find more. There's a little Catan thing right here. All right, so from that last garage sale, my girlfriend bought these 2 mirrors for 20 bucks. They'll probably sell about 120, yeah, 120 to 150 profit total for that in the booth. Got a Rotopax for overlanding, and I spent $125, and I got this Rotopax, tons of 511 tactical gear bag stuff, which is really, really awesome. We got this Pelican case right here, which is gonna be a good seller. We got this Pelican humongous case right here. This is a Pelican 1650. All this is part of that $125 deal. And then, are we missing anything? No, I got the bags. There was one more thing. Oh yeah, we have an overlanding awning that I bought for my truck on top, which I gotta affix, and then we will be off to go. Yeah, it seems like I found some really good items, not only for myself, like that gas can, for example. I have the smaller version of that gas can at my house, so I'm gonna sell the smaller version on Facebook Marketplace. I think to easily recoup most of the money, the Pelican case is probably gonna be the move, and then it's gonna be followed by those 511 tactical bags, which I'll show you guys a little bit more of when I get back to the house and it's not so time crunchy. Because as you know, garage sales are all about how fast you can move around. Although we did spend like 15 minutes at that last one, it was the right choice to make because there were some great items there, and I formed this mega bundle out of nowhere. And that's how we got all that stuff for $125. It might sound like a lot of money, but once that Pelican thing sells, that'll recoup just about all of it. And then I'm left with some great items for myself and still some more profit with those 511 bags. This could be good. Let's see. Sure looks like a Toomey bag. Let's make sure it's a Toomey bag. It's not stamped Toomey. It definitely looks like Toomey.
What? Yeah, but someone else did.
Did you have any RC vehicles or anything?
We did.
Oh.
They were gone.
Okay.
It looks like.
American Classics. Man, this sucks. This is a vintage RC Charger, and I asked if they had RC stuff, and they said it already sold. But yeah, if you know about RC to Bucks, you would just know, just by looking at this, that there was RCs at this garage sale before I came. Okay, so we didn't find anything at that garage sale. And I think, see, there's my girlfriend walking with the jacket. I think that guy in the garage sale, the seller, is actually literally making fun of my girlfriend for negotiating. Yeah, because I overheard a conversation, and he's like making fun of the fact that I think she offered 3 on a $5 item, and then, right? Didn't that guy give you some you know what? He said like, oh God, negotiating, huh? $4 for, she said 4 on a $3. What did you say? She said so, he said something weird like that.
No, he didn't say anything like that.
He was making fun of you, just so you know. He was.
No.
100%, I heard it. He said, ugh.
No, I said it was a $5 off item.
Okay.
I was like, would you take 3? And he's like, I'll take 4.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He said something like, he went like, ugh, she's negotiating, you know, for this item or something like that. He was, I don't know.
I don't even care.
You didn't hear that part. I heard it. This guy gave my girlfriend some, you know, anyway. I didn't want to say anything because I really don't care. Because with the swift movement of my pinky, I could probably beat his butt, but we're not going to be doing those kind of things. But we're just going to find some more garage sales. We're just going to do the best we can. But yeah, that guy made a really snide comment. It was not something I liked, but it's okay. I'm not out here to like police everybody. It's not worth it. Okay, this lady is actually a reseller, just so everyone knows. We just pulled up to her garage sale. She is a reseller. It's a problem. So like, I don't like buying reseller stuff. I just don't. I can't tell if it's the reseller one. I think it is, but we have to do confirmation. There's just a lot of stuff here, but I think it is the one. And if it is, and I get the hunch, I'm out of here. It seems resellerish, but it might not be. Blue ties. It's a pretty good sandal. What size? 11s. Dang. Oh, but they have wear and tear right there. You know, I'm building the garage sale guide right now. I'm almost done with it. But yeah, on days like this, it's going to teach you everything, by the way. But on days like this, when you have a lot of opportunities, you got to go super fast. That's just what it is. Incredibly fast. And you got to play on your hunches. And my hunch on that last garage sale is that it was a reseller sale. And it was. It was a reseller sale. I don't like those. Just came to this garage sale, and this is worth some serious money right here, I'm pretty sure. Ooh, all right. I just came up from that garage sale behind me, and I think this is a super steal. I think it is. I'm not 100, but I'm pretty sure I know what I'm looking at here. I think this is the seat to a GT Performer from like the 80s or the 90s, or perhaps the Interceptor. But we're gonna do some quick Google research and see if I'm right. Just doing the Google picture search, which is very good, and you should be doing that, you know, here and there. Authentic. I already know this is good and authentic. And 75 or so BMX Museum, but that's if you can even buy it right now. See, right now, you want to find the ones with the little hash marks in them. So here we go, BMX Museum. Here's in Powerlight BMX seat, but this is the GT one that has the wings on it. So I think we're probably around
GT 349.
Yeah. How much?
349.
Yeah. See, so this is what I'm talking about. This seat alone I got for $2, and we could probably, we're just gonna cut that in half. We could probably sell this thing for like $175 all day. All right, we literally just got into the truck for like 10 seconds, and it looked like this woman's garage sale. It literally looks like her house barfed out everything. Look at this. It looks like the house just regurgitated a bunch of crap outside. Let's just go take a look. Oh, there's a Tesla quad. Girlfriend popped on this for $1.
Coach.
Yeah, $1.
Should be able to clean it. I have leather cleaner at home already and a conditioner.
Pretty cool.
It's
I like
totally the style for Y2K for girls right now. So this was absolutely perfect.
Steal?
Yeah.
Nice.
For $1, absolutely steal.
What do you think it'll sell for?
80 maybe.
Okay, from this garage sale, we just bought this bike. There we go. Yeah, we just got this bike at this garage sale for $45, and I think we can sell it for like $250 pretty easily. It's just a normal, extra small Raleigh mountain bike without front suspension. And I didn't show this on the video, but they called us back into the garage, and they said we have this Cannondale for sale, so we just bought that for $45. It's an F8. It's kind of like a hybrid / mountain bike. It's got a front fork, 26-inch wheels, disc brakes, and this bike probably resell for about $250 maybe, something like that. We have definitely crossed over a G in future profit in this video. There's no doubt. It's pretty crazy, but let's keep going because it's only 10 o'clock and maybe we can find some more. All right, it's currently 10:30, and honestly, I think we've done really well for the day, to be honest. Free lawnmower? Yeah, no thanks, I don't want that thing. But yeah, we've done really well for the day. I mean, obviously, but we're just trying to find a couple more to really seal it off, but I'm pretty happy where we are. It is 10:30. And we are at the second technical neighborhood white garage sale, and not finding much, but the quality is here. We're just not finding much. We're the last ones of the day, but we definitely found one. Parts. Oh, I like these vans. These are neat. Cool. Okay, we're leaving this garage sale. And there's a bunch of ooh. But we did find something. We got this coffee mug holder that is handmade. Pretty neat. $1. Put this in the booth for like 20-30 bucks. I love that. Right, we bypassed all the ooh signs, but we found that coffee mug holder. I like that. For $1, that's a steal. So I'm back at the house. It's the following day, and I thought I would just show you guys a just closer look at some of the things that we bought yesterday at the garage sales. So yeah, here we have that Cannondale bike right there. It's upside down. It's an F8. It's in good condition. I inflated the tires. Let's see if they hold air. Looks like they do. It's the very first step of any bike evaluation is on the bikes that you buy. There's the Raleigh one. You inflate the tires and they're all holding air, so that's good. And I know those two are holding air really well. So this one right here, honestly, we could put it on eBay for somewhere between maybe $500 and $700, but it might take a while to sell. So I might just sell it locally for like $400, or just, you know, $400 locally and just put the listing up on eBay. It's actually a really cool collectible frame. It's called the Dave Scott Ironman Expert, but it's got the really cool frame colors, and this is speculated to be a size probably 52 or something like that. And this one right here is probably a size 60 or so. It's got Columbus steel, which is nice. This is a Schwinn Super Sport with full Shimano 600 drivetrain as well, which is a really good group set for back in the day. This one right here might be like 105, I want to say. But Shimano 600 was really highly looked upon as a group set, meaning the shifters, the cranks, everything, you know, the derailleurs, everything is Shimano 600. Could even be the hubs of the wheels as well. So really good pickup right here yesterday. Those two things. The Guitar Hero controller is pretty cool. This usually sells for around $75, sometimes even $100 in very good condition. And the whammy bar is very tight and in really awesome condition. It's not sloppy and just dangling, so that's good. No stickers on it, I like that. The GameCube is sitting in there. It has an NHL game in there, which is pretty much worthless, but that should sell for right around 100. There's the Rotopax gas can. This is a 3-gallon gas can. That was part of the deal. There's something here that's not shown that was part of a deal. It was a snake hook, like a snake tool to like pick up rattlesnakes and stuff, but that's somewhere around here. There's the coffee mug holder. I tested this out yesterday right here, which is that Craftsman Quest 1000X, and this thing is perfect. The seals are working perfect. Everything is, it's loud as can be. It's awesome. For a pellet gun. It's a break barrel pellet gun, 177 caliber. So pretty cool. $5. I mean, you can't beat that. And this one's also stamped as a Ducks Unlimited one as well. It's pretty neat. And then here's some packing peanuts. Let's get that out of here. There's the Coach purse that my girlfriend's gonna, you know, take some of the marks out of, right? She knows how to do that. And then she's gonna list it for right around, I think, $80 or so. She said it's all the rage on TikTok, these kind of purses right now. So probably gonna go to the booth for $80 to $100. Here are the 3 bags that are $5.11. I think this is called the 3-day pack. And we got a bunch of other ones right here. That's part of the deal. We got that one, got that one, and we got that one right there. So that was all part of the deal. And I would estimate that we could probably get all 3 of these moved for north of $200, possibly even $300, but I have to look up things. So, but that's pretty much that. And there's a Pelican case right there too. I think it's a 1560, so it's one of the bigger ones. Everything was good. All the latches worked. So that's one of the things when you deal with Pelican cases is test your latches and look for cracks. So all around the perimeter, no cracks. The latches all work really well. So that's good. That Pelican case is probably worth about 100, maybe more, but I'll have to do a little bit of research. But yeah, and then we have the 2 mirrors down there, which aren't super special, but you know, we need to put more mirrors in the booth because now we're getting a little on the low side for our mirrors on the booth. It's perfect timing because it was nice to find those. The Le Creuset thingy is right here, the $5 thing, which is in good condition. And then we have the seat. And looking now back at it, I think 175 would be the top end I could sell this seat for, to be honest, because I did some more research and my guess is it's probably going to sell between about 140, maybe 160, but we could get 170 for this thing, but it doesn't matter. It was $2. And it's an authentic GT seat from, I think, the 90s, I want to say. Anyway, could be the 80s. I didn't look that much into it, but there are 2 distinct ones that you want to be looking for. And the more elongated one is worth more. It's more like $400 to $500. But still, it's a pretty cool seat. It's made by Viscount. Super retro, you know. And it's got vent holes for your... Well... That's pretty much the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, then put a like down below and a comment down below. And I will see you on the next one. Take it easy. Goodbye.